What is up, YouTube? It's your boy Johnny A, and I'm back at you guys with another video today. Hope you guys are all doing good on this Saturday. So today we're gonna do a weekly recap on my Robinhood portfolio. I normally try to do this every single week to show you guys how the portfolio is doing, what stocks I'm holding in my portfolio, and how they're performing. So I always want to keep it transparent with you guys, whether I'm up in the play or whether I'm down in the play. I don't want people saying that I don't show my total returns or how my positions are doing. I always like being very transparent with you guys because I'm not trying to hide anything. I'm always trying to show you guys the progress, if I'm making any changes to the portfolio and all that kind of stuff. So I'm not trying to be better than anybody. I'm learning as I go, and I'm just like a regular guy just trying to make some income with my Robinhood portfolio and eventually retire at a young age. So I'm always saying I'm not a financial advisor. I always encourage everyone to do their own research before you invest into any stock or crypto. So yeah, if you guys are new to the YouTube channel, definitely hit that subscribe to support me on my investment journey. And I appreciate every single one of you that tune in to watch the videos. All right, so my Robinhood portfolio is at $59,993. So this week, even I believe last Friday, the market has been tanking ever since. Like, there's been a lot of news, probably with politics and things like that. I don't keep up to date with the what's going on with politicians or what's going on with the president. Stuff like that I don't really keep track of. I just keep on track on how my portfolio is doing. I try to take advantage if my stocks go below my average cost. I try to dollar cost average and build up my positions here. So you guys can see for Friday, it says here it was up $2,060, and then overnight it was up $266. In the past week, I'm down 5%, down $3,588. In the past month, I'm down $2,397. In the past 3 months, I'm down $5,757. Year to date, we're down $3,202. In the past, that was year to date. In the past year, I'm up $5,283. All time, I'm up $6,152, up 11%. All right, so that's all my how my past week, all of that. Buying power, you guys can see. Now I use margin. Some people don't like to use margin. I like using margin on my dividend stocks, which is mainly my whole portfolio. And I like the dividends to pay back the margin. The margin keeps on building. The dividends keep on compounding. I pay a small interest. Robinhood, I think, in my opinion, has the lowest and best interest rates out there. I don't know if there are any other better ones out there, but Robinhood makes it a little bit more easier for me to understand how, at least the brokerage works. So I'm using right now $10,158. They're allowing me to use $81,000 of margin. And my margin status is low risk with a 64.39% margin buffer. So that's something you guys are going to keep your eye on when you're using margin. You don't want to get a margin call. I know there's some YouTubers that I watch, and half the time they're only on margin call, and that's not really good. I don't see how they're using margin responsibly. I don't think that's the best way to use it. You got to have a good margin buffer. So for that $10,000 of margin that I'm using, I'm paying $1.33 in daily interest. So 5.75%, $1.33. If we do like the math, all right, $1.33, and there's normally 30 days in the month. That's like around $40 a month for borrowing $10,000 of margin on Robinhood, which isn't too bad. I'm over here making like around $2,000+ a month in dividends, to grow my positions and etc. I'm okay with paying that amount of money to Robinhood so I can make even more. Some people don't like using margin, and that's okay. I mean, I'm not judging anybody. You guys, people that just want to use your individual cash, that's perfectly okay. You know, everyone's investing strategy is different. All right, so let's go to my plays. We're going to start with my 3 weekly dividend stocks. First is YMAX. I got 919 shares. Obviously, this one has been getting hit really hard the last couple of days. I'm down 16%, down 2,785. And obviously, at this price range, I want to buy more. So everything below my average cost, I always buy more. YMAX, no, not YMAX, YMAG, excuse me. $16.79. I have 425 shares. Average cost is $18.95. So again, I buy more that it's below my average cost. I'm down 11%, down 918 bucks. Now YMAG, in my opinion, is a little bit better than YMAX because I believe the Magnificent Seven funds that they have in here are more. They don't drop as much as the ones in YMAX. QDTE from Brownhill, 67 shares. I'm down 4%, down $130. Average cost of $39.84. So at this price as well, buy more, dollar cost average my way into these positions. So those are my 3 weekly pays. They pay me every single week, every single Friday. They announce how much they're going to pay every Wednesday. So I like these right now a lot. Will I make changes? Will I get rid of some of these? It depends on how they do in the next couple of months, maybe years. You know, if they do a reverse split on any of them, then definitely I'm out of the play. All right. So first week, I got 4 stocks. Now, Tesla, I got SPY-T, QQQT, TSLP. The worst performing one in this at least group this first week is Tesla. It's just been doing terrible. Tesla stock has been doing pretty bad as well. But the Yield Max Tesla one, I mean, I'm not really that happy with how it's performing, at least. But, you know, things could turn around. I mean, we did see a reverse split from Tesla, I believe, a year ago, or maybe a year and a half. And it looks like it might be heading to that again. If it does that, then I'm definitely getting rid of Tesla. But I'm down 29%. Down 552 bucks, average cost of $13. So at $9, I'm buying more. But, you know, I'm trying to be strategic with it and not buy too much to the point where it does a reverse split and I lose all my shares. I get half of my shares if it does a reverse split. So I don't like that. So I'm keeping my eye on Tesla. And then my next one is SPY-T. I like these from Defiant, SPY-T and QQQT. This one has been pretty stable. NAV has been pretty stable. Nice distributions every single month. 85 shares. I'm down 1.65%. At this price range, I want to buy more. Average cost is $19.08. So I'll definitely get more of this next week. And I believe they pay dividends next week. So SPY-T. QQQT from Defiance. This one tracks the NASDAQ 100. 62 shares. I'm down 1.92%, down $22. Again, at this price range, $18.33, I definitely want to buy more. And then I got my final play from Curve. This one also tracks Tesla, but it has a better total return. 15 shares, I'm up 2%. So compared to Tesla, the Curve fund is definitely doing better in total return. So you guys can see it's above my average cost. So I normally don't buy when it's above my average cost. If it goes below there, then yeah, I buy more. And I believe this one also pays next week. So we got 3 dividend stocks that are coming next week: SPY-T, QQQT, TSLP, and also YMAX, YMAG, QDTE. All right, so those are my first week. Second week, I got Nvidia, Phoebe, Realty Income, MSFY. So Nvidia, we got a nice dividend in Nvidia over $500 this last week. 351 shares. I'm down 22%, down 1,843. Average cost is $23.38. Again, at this price range, we want to buy more. Phoebe, this one, I actually like Phoebe a lot from YieldMax. It looks like the Meta option one has been doing. The nav doesn't look too bad, at least compared to like Nvidia and Tesla and MSTY or Coney. Phoebe isn't too bad, at least right now. 55 shares, I'm down 3%. Average cost is 19.67. The dividend is pretty good, so I like this one. I'm definitely holding on to it. Holding on to it for now. Realty Income. I mean, if you guys don't know Realty Income, it's one of the best monthly dividend stocks to hold, at least in my opinion, in any portfolio. 70 shares, I'm up 9%, up $334. They should be announcing distributions in the next week or two. And then MSTY from Curve. This one tracks Microsoft. I just added this one to my portfolio like a day or two. I believe Friday or Thursday I added them. 9 shares. I'm down $1.81, down 0.86%. So at this price range, $23.18, I do want to buy more because it's below my average cost. So those are my 4 plays for my second week. I think the worst performing one is, at least in total returns, is Nvidia. But maybe, hopefully it recovers from that. We'll see in the next week or months. We'll see what happens. So third week, we got Coney, PSEC, Netflix, and AAPY. So Coney has been the worst performing one in this week, in this group at least. 454 shares. I'm down 39%, down $2,958. Average cost is $16.50. So this one kind of reminds me of Tesla. It hasn't been doing too great. Crypto's been getting hit, so I'm not surprised that this one's doing pretty bad. Let's see what it does in the next couple of months. And they also have distributions coming in next week. And then we have PSEC Prospect Capital. Now this one I'm just kind of holding this one for the dividend. 248 shares. I'm down 4%, down $51. Obviously, I'm dollar cost averaging, just picking up a couple more shares each and every single week. And then I'm getting a dividend of $10.90 in March. So they're paying 0.045 per share. So, I might as well just collect the dividend. They're not expensive. Again, if something happens, like maybe, I don't know, they don't give a dividend out anymore, then I'll definitely get rid of the play. But for now, I'm keeping them. Prospect Capital. Netflix from YieldMax. This one tracks Netflix. It's been doing good in total returns. It's above my average cost, 48 shares. I like Netflix so far right now from YieldMax. And then AAPY. This one tracks Apple from Curve. 32 shares. I'm down 0.79%. So down $6.54. So let's see how that one does in the next couple months. And then fourth week, 6 stocks. I got MSTY, AMZ, FEPI, AIPI, OXSQ, and FLP. So MSTY, a lot of people like this one for the high dividend that they give. I have 275 shares. I'm down 30%, down $2,394. Average cost is $28.89. So let me show you guys how much in dividends they paid me. So I'm down. I said I was down $2,394. So let's say $2,400. But the dividends have pretty much made it up. So you guys can see in February, 500. January was 500. That's like $1,000. December, 700. That's like 1,700. November, $1,124. So that's like what? Almost 2,800. And then another one in October, so 3,800. And then September was another 400. Maybe like $4,000 right there. And then another 400 was, maybe that's like 4,600. And then July, MSTY, 500. I made probably like around $5,000 in dividends from MSTY, and I'm down 2,000. So I say I'm probably in total returns for MSTY. I'm probably up like maybe 2,500. Yeah, I'm taking a guess. So this one has been doing good, at least in dividends. Total return, it hasn't done too great. AMZ, this one tracks Amazon from YieldMax. I'm down $44, down 5.7%. Again, anything below the average cost, we're buying more. So 1782, we're going to buy more this week. FEPI from Rex shares, 44 shares. I'm down 6%, down $134. Dollar cost averaging, as well as to AIPI from Rex shares. This one is the AI equity. 38 shares. I'm down 6%, down $124. And then I got Oxford Square Capital. This one is kind of like PSEC. I just hold it for the dividend, buy more. 37 shares. I'm down 0.26%. And then we got NFLP from Curve. This one tracks Netflix. 46 shares. I'm down 3%, down $51.82. So again, below the average cost, we buy more. So I'm buying more of this soon. And then those are my 6 stocks for the 4th week. And then we got SCHD for long-term stocks to hold in my portfolio. 71 shares. I'm up 15%, up 281. And then I got the VOO 4 shares. I am up 25%, up 492. So these I'm holding for years. Long-term growth, SCHD and VOO. All right. So those are all my plays for, at least in my Robinhood portfolio. Again, this week we are going to be focusing on YMAX, QDTE, SPY-T, QQQT, TSOP, Coney, and Netflix, because they pay, all of those stocks pay dividends this week. We just don't know how much I'm going to get. So definitely subscribe if you want to support the channel and follow me on my investment journey. Thank you all so much. You can also follow me on Instagram, on TikTok. Check out the links down below. Also on Twitter. And if you guys want to sign up for Robinhood, definitely use my link down below. You guys get a free stock. So I appreciate each and every single one of you for tuning in. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. Do what works best for you. And I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace.